Hi everybody, I'm Sharon Abrams and welcome to Intro to Coding. First of all, let me give credits to my son who's filming me. And I just wanted to kind of have an in-person conversation through a video. As we go on in this semester, we're gonna figure out exactly what's gonna work best for us. We may have class meetings together, we may not, depending on how you feel about it. But I will do videos so that at least you can feel like you're being instructed too. So a couple things I want to tell you and welcome you to the class. By the way, I know many of your names from previous classes, so that makes me happy because I can put a face to a name. And for those of you that I don't know, again, I just want to introduce myself. I put a little bit about my background on Blackboard, so I'm not going to get into that on the video, but let me just say a couple things as we start. So everything is going to be on Blackboard. So if you're not very familiar with Blackboard, do the best you can to get familiar with it. I have posted the syllabus, the assignments. We have discussion boards, which may be new to some of you, where we can actually have a little bit of a conversation. Fortunately, in coding, we don't need to have a lot of conversations, but I will use the discussion boards. I'll also be using email regularly too, so make sure you're checking your NCC email regularly. Again, the slides for each chapter are on Blackboard, assignments will be on Blackboard, I'll post videos on Blackboard, files on Blackboard, all kind of things to help you. I was lucky enough, I guess, in a way, to have had to do online teaching last semester towards the end of the semester, so it was helpful to me. But I am always open to hear your feedback. That's really important to me. So if you have any feedback or questions, do not hesitate to send me emails. Coding is the type of thing that some people get it right away, some people it takes a little bit longer. So if you feel like you need a little bit more help, I am more than willing to work with people on an individual basis the best that I can. So don't hesitate to send me emails. A couple other things I want to tell you. Coding, which is really interesting, and by the way, I have a lot of people after this class say that they want to become a certified coder, and actually NCC does offer a continuation of coding so that you can sit for the national certification exam. But for those of you that are already on a different path, like a clinical path, coding is kind of like learning a new language. It's a little bit difficult in the beginning. It gets easier as we go on, and I tell this all the time, and my students have always said that it's very true, that the beginning was the hardest, and once you kind of get it, it just becomes practice. So be very patient. For those of you that are kind of nervous about doing online courses, I get it. My kids refer to me as Boomer all the time, so my son's smiling as I say that. So it doesn't come naturally. I love to be in the classroom, but we can get through it, and we can do it, and we can become personal with each other, and it does work. It does require you to be a little bit more independent. So for example, when people are in the classroom, sometimes they're told to read the chapter and they don't read it, and they just wait till they come into class and expect that the teacher's going to give them all the information they need, and that can be true. Online, we don't have the class instruction, so you really do have to spend the time to read. It's not more work than an in-class classroom setting. You're supposed to be reading when you go to the in-class settings, but a lot of people don't. So it may feel like more work, but it really isn't. The class time that was supposed to be for this class was Wednesday at 5:30. I haven't decided yet whether we're going to need to do like live class settings, and I'm gonna kind of wait a little bit to get your feedback on that. Maybe these videos will be good enough. If, however, we decide to hold a classroom session, the time for that session would be Wednesday at 5:30. So if that's a problem, let me know that and we'll figure it out. Also, the last thing I want to tell you for this video, it's a welcome video, but the last thing I want to tell you is that the coding textbook you're using, this book is used for students who are going to move on into coding and become coders. We're also using this textbook for an intro to coding. So sometimes the textbook gets into a lot more detail than you really need. And I'm going to let you know that as we go along. If you see on Blackboard, when I introduced myself and I kind of did a first announcement, I did say that. Even in the first chapter, you don't have to know all the detail that it's giving you. So don't be scared. My point is, don't be scared by this textbook. If you feel like this is way over your head, I'm going to make the class not over your head, okay? So I just want to put you at ease with that. Okay, so that's it for the welcome video. Please email me. Please get to Blackboard. Please make sure you're comfortable with Blackboard. I will talk to you through a next video, and potentially we will have online classes together if we all decide that that's going to work for us. Don't hesitate to email me. I'd be glad to work with people individually if needed, FaceTime, whatever we want to do if you need extra help. And I think we're going to have a great semester. So hang in there, work with me, and I'll work with you. All right, see you soon. Bye.